Okay, guys, I give you instruction in the dressing room. They're having a clean match. Good luck and God bless you.
Word out of the Crawford camp was that their man tends to start slowly and build up a head of steam. That could be a red herring, because as you say, Jim, you look at his card, you look at his record, you can barely find any rounds he's lost.
So this is the first look at him in the flesh. Just trying to work out the range at the moment, not committing himself quite right.
Crawford just a little bit tentative with his own jab at the moment. He's looking for rangefinders at the moment. Nice little right hand to the body there from Burns. Look for another one. And that's the thing, even though that second one missed, listen to the reaction from the crowd.
And Ricky's just done that with that right hand. That was clever. Good stuff from Crawford there.
Yeah, fast hands. Switched the point of attack very quickly indeed.
Oh, good left hook too. He's quick.
And a right to the body as well. And Crawford is starting to settle down here.
Elbow the forearm, so that's good. He gets an early warning. If he does it again, we can see points coming off.
And the referee letting both fighters know that he is in charge of this one.
Following that good right hand from Burns, as he's worked onto a right hand as well. Yeah, Crawford is quick, as we thought he would be.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that was flashy work. This is clever stuff. Leading with the uppercut, now that takes confidence.
Burns landing a long right hand. He had a wonderful week down in Essex at the Tony Sims gym, and he finished off up here with Lee Selby, who is one of good mates. He's worked with David Brophy. They've often been sparring partners together. Tyrone Nurse has been very involved as well.
I don't see this southpaw stance as an advantage to Crawford. I don't think he looks all that comfortable with it. Hasn't done anything.
Yeah, moving very well, but just not throwing very much, and when he does, he's out of range. Trying to land a counter there, that missed. Burns out of range again. He is tough to tag cleanly, Crawford. Crawford being very circumspect in this round. Still staying in the southpaw stance as well. Nice from Burns.
Struggling to find the range, Burns, but there's nothing come back from Crawford here.
Well, that's the point, isn't it? Neither man is having an awful lot of success, because Burns is launching in, got through that time with the jab, but Burns certainly busier. And Crawford really just drifting through this round.
Ricky's got his jab working there. That was good. I'm surprised that Crawford is stuck with this southpaw stance. I don't see that he uses it as an advantage in the slightest.
That was one of the scouting reports on Terence Crawford, that he was fast and going to be faster than Burns. Nice shot again from Burns. And he reacted like that to being caught by a right hand from Burns. And again, nice left this time. And once again, Crawford, when they tie up, looked to land a left to the body there that Burns blocked off. And no end product there from Burns, as Crawford was too slick for him. Burns this time finding his punches blocked off. A lot of work being neutralised for both fellas here.
A lot of missing, but Burns is working that little bit harder.
And Crawford not putting on the kind of dazzling performance we were expecting, that's for sure. It did catch the eye a little bit more, so Burns still playing this waiting game, not getting drawn into the counter punches game. And Crawford staying.
Well, if I was in Crawford's corner, I'd be telling him this is not the way you win world titles abroad. He's not doing enough.
Nice.
Good right hand from
Good right
Burns.
hand. Single punch though. But Crawford comes looking for him again, and when Burns has landed, Crawford's always looked for a response, and it's Crawford that's coming up with a response here. And getting through, and Burns is backed up for the first time in the fight, and he targeted where that broken jaw was there, Crawford with a left hook, and Burns shaken up and getting punched around the ropes here. And then he digs in, but that was a really good spell for the American. But Burns comes back at him. He's got news coming to him.
Well, there's certainly a big improvement in the visitors' work there, forcing Ricky to cover up. Yeah, now we're seeing a bit of ambition from Crawford. This is much better.
Crawford biding his time. Keeping the jab going here, Burns. Well, it's that assault in the middle of this round that I think the judges might remember when the bell goes at the end of this one, and again. Be interesting to see what would happen if Burns was to really go through the gears here, see if Crawford could go with him, because he obviously likes to fight in bursts at his own pace, the American. Burns needs to get him out of that comfort zone. Getting the right hand through there, Burns.
The good news is that he's not hanging around for any counters.
Going with a right hand counter there, Burns. Crawford walked onto that, got caught again. This is better from Burns, and Crawford comes in and looks to attack the body and gets swatted for his pains. Burns standing with him, and that's knocked him out of southpaw. And here he comes again, looking for the big assault on the ropes. Not doing an awful lot of damage there, but Burns has got to try and find something to come back with.
He's giving as good as he's getting at the moment.
And unloading here though, Crawford.
Crawford is looking the busier at the moment though.
Yep.
It's another warning to the visitor, so...
Well, he must be close to getting a point removed. A nice fake with the eyes there. That was really clever, that from Crawford, and he's got him in trouble here.
I wonder if Ricky has confidence in his chin the way he covers up like that.
But Jim, you go back to that assault from Crawford as he continues it here. He looked down at Burns' body and then switched it as he was looking down to go upstairs, and Burns didn't expect it. And again, Burns loading up and missing, and Crawford is edging his way ahead here. Just signs, and they're increasing signs now, that Crawford is starting to get comfortable in there. And Burns needs to knock him out of that. His body shot wasn't the best, but he's still a bit wild here, Burns.
He needs to put punches together, he needs to try and shorten his punches a little bit. Just knocked onto his heels there, more balanced than anything else.
But Crawford with a really nice uppercut got in there, testing that jaw again. He was short there.
Some eye damage, the right eye for Burns.
Fast hands again, switching from body to head and back again from Crawford.
And then again, Ricky's looking a little bit uncomfortable in these exchanges. That we're used to seeing Ricky Burns taking the fight to opponents and putting it on them. We're not seeing it tonight yet.
And there is confidence growing from Terence Crawford. You can sense it, you can hear it in his corner as well. They think, and that's really good work from the American.
Yeah, good.
And there's less and less coming back from Ricky Burns. And Crawford has him pinned up against the ropes again, looking for the holes in the defence. Nice uppercut in there again. That's a couple of those that Ricky Burns has taken in this round.
I just wonder if it's missing at the moment. I mean, that was a horrendous injury he's come back from.
Getting tagged cleanly far too often. And he's boxing this, Jim. The punches are flowing. He's right up on the balls of his feet, and he's exactly where he wants to be right now, Terence Crawford.
Well, a couple of rounds that were difficult to score, but this one hasn't been. Crawford definitely has looked the boss here.
Burns digging in deep, and there was a clash of heads there right on the bell, but I don't think Crawford's too bothered about that either. Burns slipping behind. Needs to start mounting a comeback here. Nice left hook from Burns, close in.
He's got to commit himself when he lets punches go. You know, he's trying to get the punches off and get himself out of there. He's got to commit himself a bit more.
And Crawford starting to use that reach as well.
One for a few different things, but that's the second time about the forearm.
And now he's looking at the referee, Crawford, to say holding.
Burns has to follow with the right hand.
Yeah, the jab's falling short as well, and it's going to take more than a single punch to put this fella on the floor as well. Burns has really got to put some kind of a sustained attack together. The sort of attacks that we see coming every round from Terence Crawford.
I mean, this cup defence against the ropes, he was doing that against Beltran, but that was because of the broken jaw. I just wonder if he doesn't have the confidence in that jaw now. I mean, he really at times is looking uncomfortable.
And that gap between them is just getting wider and wider, and that summed it up for Burns, miles away with a right hand. Bit of blood coming from the nose of the Scot.
But Ricky doesn't have the confidence now. He's not giving it everything the way we're used to see him doing. Just walked right onto one there.
How often do we see the Crawford jab getting through the guard? But so often the Burns jab is blocked off, and there's a little cuffing right hand as well for his pains, and Burns, I think, felt that again.
But I mean, he's taking punches, not full-blooded shots, but he's backing away from it. And then this going on to the ropes with the hands up. I mean, that's just saying to the judges, give that round to Crawford.
And just pecks away at him.
You know, I'm wondering, is Ricky worried about the jaw, or is he in pain with the jaw? I mean, he has a titanium plate in there. That has a titanium plate.
That was a nice left hand from Burns. But look, it made no impression on Crawford, who came straight back at him. And working the body here, Crawford. That's a really good response from the American.
But backing up the way Ricky's doing here and just putting his hands up his back to the ropes, it's inviting the referee.
That's a really good left hook from Crawford. And Burns is hurt again. Switching to the body. Burns covering up. But it is enough getting through here. Sickening punches from Crawford. And Burns in trouble on the ropes.
Nick, this is look at the way he's covering up. He's not thinking about offence. He's allowing the initiative to be taken away from him. This is the way he fought against Beltran when the jaw was broken. So brave. How long Ricky's taken there without throwing a punch.
And those punches, so many have fallen short from Burns.
So they're falling short, and he's leaving himself open to the counters. Has to get in closer and shorten the punches.
Swaggering out of range there.
If you're worried about the counter, get up close. They're a lovely counter.
It was at the end of round 9 that Jose Gonzalez finally decided he'd had enough against Ricky Burns, but there is no suggestion at all so far that Terence Crawford has had enough. Far from it.
I think he's been sent out to make some sort of impression. What he's doing is not working. It's not going to start working. Now, where is the charge that we expect from Ricky Burns? Punches round behind the back, not on the target.
That early burst, and once again he's allowing Crawford just to dictate the terms. Not everything landing, but he's just keeping Burns off balance and out of range. Burns looks to land an inside.
He's up close there, but not really getting the punches off.
Well, we always see a response from Crawford when Burns does land something, and we're seeing a response just as you said that as well, Jim. Once again, some left hooks just to test that jaw where it was broken.
Quite dominated here.
Good uppercut from Burns. Catching him again. And Burns goes for the big swinging left hand that they enjoyed from the back of the hall, but it missed. So did the follow-up. And Crawford is not missing, and Burns backing up once again. And how many times have we seen this? The guard up against the ropes, and then he comes out again, swinging, hoping to land something.
I just feel that Ricky has big doubts in his mind. Either he's worried about the jaw, or he's in pain because of the jaw. But this, there's something missing from the Ricky Burns that we've gotten used to in this country. Score with my head rather than my heart. You know, the good punches are still coming from the challenger. To be honest with him, I think the best of Ricky Burns, the Ricky Burns that beat Katsidas and the Kevin Mitchell, I'm sure would have handled this guy, but Ricky is holding back something. This is better this round. He's on the front foot. That was better. He has to bring the right hand into play.
And it's Crawford that puts him there, though. Every time Burns does land something, Crawford puts him in his place.
The crowd are trying to lift him. Not a lot in this round. A lot out of range again. I think Crawford's taking a breather in this round, Nick. Good shot there from him though.
Yeah, even taking a breather. Oh, that was a nice right hand from Burns, but once again it's Crawford.
See, it's the way that Ricky's forced on the defensive every time he takes a punch. We're used to see him taking a shot and coming through it.
Oh, he got caught badly there as well, Burns. He sold out and got caught on the counter. And it's going to take an awful lot to put Ricky Burns out of this one. Never been stopped. And how many times has he had to climb off the floor? If Crawford is going to fade, it's going to be late and dramatic. And surely Burns has just got to try and find out. You've got to force him off the road.
Yeah, well, he took a breather in the previous round, Crawford, but maybe he feels he can afford to do that.
And Crawford again, flashy. And again, do you remember? Ever remember Ricky Burns really putting this fella under any kind of sustained pressure. He responds so well to a challenge, Crawford.
See the tape just coming loose on Ricky's glove. Reaching with long, wide punches again, not prepared to get up close and shorten the punches. That's what's needed here. Get close and short, little short, straight punches. When boxed away from home, you would expect him really to put the foot to the floor.
Well, you have to leave no doubt at all.
But Crawford certainly hasn't put his stamp on this round or the previous one.
Missing again there, Crawford. Oh, nice left hand from Burns, but once again, look at the reaction from Crawford.
Yeah, he just seems able to take it away from Ricky when he has a little bit of success.
Again, the switch from head to body and the pressure staying on here from Crawford. Not one bit. One of the class acts in British boxing, but is this the last 3 minutes of his reign as world champion?
I'd rather see Ricky come out in a bad mood than a big smile on his face.
There's tape all over the place.
I mean that.
And now we can resume this last round. Not been an epic, never really quite caught fire. But again, he's rocked him. And Burns in trouble again, and Crawford listening to his corner and saying, right, let's put on the big finish. And I think he might be going to try and stop Burns here. It's never happened before, but Crawford is going for it. Burns catches him with a left, but still Crawford pouring it on. And Crawford not letting go either. That was big from Crawford, who just looked at his corner as if to say, is that what you wanted? Inside the last 2 minutes.
Uncomfortable look in Ricky's face.
Yeah, a bit more discomfort after those body shots went in from Crawford as well, but Burns digging in again, and then immediately Crawford comes straight back at him.
Well, we saw a little flash from Crawford there. That was classy stuff, that was quality.
Once again, Burns being bullied back to the ropes, comes off this time, but can't find anything meaningful. Again, just gritting his teeth.
Pulling faces. He's never looked comfortable in there tonight. Never.
Last 30 seconds. Well, the American camp said we need this last round. They've got that emphatically, no question. But it's going to come down to the judges from Hungary, Philippines and Mexico. How do they see it?
He's been hesitant, he's been uncomfortable, he's had successes here and there. No, I think he's just glad to get through it.
Packed out at the SECC, both men having some success in that opening session. Crawford catching the eye, but Burns sticking to that jab and having some success with it too.
Well, I expected some uncomfortable moments for Ricky Burns early, and we're not seeing too many of those. That was a decent round for him, the second. A lot of work from both men. Yeah, a lot of missed punches. I mean, asking which one do you think would be impressing the judges.
Side of the right eye, and Dave Caldwell, the cuts man, is going to work on it.
You know, I'm just wondering the way Ricky really gets tucked down behind that tight defence. I wonder maybe psychologically at the back of his mind he's worried about that jaw. I mean, it was a horrendous break. See, this is impressive stuff. This is enough to win a round where not an awful lot of other stuff is happening. But a body shot that he's taken, I've never heard, apart from the broken jaw, which he was entitled to complain about. But no, the commitment is lacking. Complaining about body shots. This is not the Ricky Burns I'm used to seeing. Good left hook there from Crawford. The eye-catching stuff coming from the American. He's looking the boss. Look at this. I mean, Ricky continues to back himself to the ropes, put his hands up. I mean, you're gifting the rounds to the other guy doing that. Burns' balance going there. Crawford, that maybe we expected, not the budding superstar we were led to believe.
And interesting words in the corner from Crawford as well. Brian McIntyre, his coach, said, "We need this round." Now, whether that's just a bit of psychology or whether they're remembering the name of Ray Beltran.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of championship boxing, the judges' scorecards read: Zoltan and Yedi scores a contest 116-112. Lopez scores a contest 117-111. And Lagumbe scores a contest 116-112. All three judges are in favour of the winner and the new
There it is, Terence Crawford. Wow.
Lightweight champion of the world.
A moment of history for the American.
Omaha.
The
Now,
first
Buster
Omaha
Terence
born and raised world champion.
Crawford.
It was thoroughly deserved. It was highly efficient.